Okay, everybody, before we do exit the Gungeon, I wanted to go over very quickly the Indie World Showcase, and also unzip my, my bag that my Switch is in. And try to download Trials of Mana while that's happening, the demo. Okay, so essentially, there was an Indie World Showcase. I watched it, I thought it was okay, and it wasn't amazing, but it had some cool looking games, and people were still, I was in the YouTube chat while it was happening, while I was just kind of going back and forth and looking at the chat to see the reactions, and people were like, God damn it, where's Silksong? Or people were like, God damn it, where's Smash Brothers? And I laughed. So I don't see Trials of Mana on the eShop. Try coming soon, maybe? We're not gonna watch this whole thing, I'm just doing a little looking on the eShop. Scroll down to the bottom of upcoming games. Wow, they really hid that demo. They don't want anyone playing it or finding it. And God forbid. Oh, there it is. It's really fucking bizarre that it's all the way down there and not in the alright, whatever. Okay, so Blue Fire is a game that's coming, to... I thought that one looked kind of okay.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Indie World.
Demo is downloading, okay.
Some exciting indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Alright, so while that's downloading, believe it or not, the game I thought looked the best was Baldo.
Vinny,
and I thought it was really interesting that they decided to show the Baldo game
exclusive
next to a dude. Like, this just... I don't know, something about this particular image was funny to me as I was just waking up. Like, that was like... Maybe it was intentional. However, I think the game looks absolutely gorgeous.
It reminds me of some of my favorite classic anime films.
Anime
Yeah,
films?
totally.
What's an anime
and on
film?
top of that, it's got a rich cast of characters, incredible destinations, and an epic storyline full of intriguing secrets.
Exploring this action-adventure RPG's open world, solving its puzzles, and getting through all those dungeons is going to be
I like that it does look like Studio Ghibli a little bit, and I don't really...
Baldo releases first.
You know, I'm not really into that stuff all that much, but I still can appreciate a game that looks really nice, and this game...
I really dig this art style.
It's got a great look to it. I wonder if the name is gonna be more memorable. Like, the fact that the game is called Baldo and it doesn't look like a game called Baldo, I wonder if that's gonna hurt or help it. But anyway, I just thought it looked cool. I want to see more of it. That was the main takeaway. This game, I Am Dead, looked fine. Like, it's a puzzle-solving game where you're dead. Just more, you know, whatever. So you solve some puzzles and you're dead, then there's Bark. You're a dog in space, I guess. Cyanide and Happiness. This is where I tuned out a little bit. Again, not a whole lot of amazing stuff. This kind of looked interesting to me. Like I said, I'm not going over all of the Direct. It was only 20 minutes.
Farm, explore, and craft as Koa's adventure unfolds in a vibrant world
like Zeldemol Crossing,
and a day-night cycle.
And contrary to its name, you're not gonna
or
have
like
to
Rune
wait until summer to play
Factory-ish.
this game.
Because Summer in Mara's first port of call is Nintendo Switch.
Mana?
It's a timed console
Summer and
exclusive.
Mana?
Hi.
Oh, that was the thing that really bothered me. A lot of timed console exclusives. Listen, I may be into Nintendo a lot. I do not like anything timed console whatever. It's really annoying. I think it's just, give me the choice of whatever platform. It's fucking lame, And the other thing is, too, like, the Switch doesn't need timed console exclusives because it has a unique function. The fact that it's portable is going to sell plenty of units on its own. Like, people are going to buy the games on Switch anyway. They don't, in my opinion, need to kneecap the game's release. I mean, most of the industry relies on exclusives. I understand that, and I understand how pissed people got about Horizon coming to PC for whatever reason, but the truth is, just exclusives, wherever they may be exclusive, it just annoys me now. I guess I feel like, more choices is better. Which is why I'm probably going to get Trials of Mana on... Oh, God, I was going to get it on PC, actually, on Steam, but since the demo's not on there, never mind.
Because Summer in Mar
Well, I'd rather get it on Switch than PS4 just because of the portability factor. But I know the PS4 version's going to look a little bit better. So... this game, you go back in time. I don't know what's going on here. This didn't do anything for me. There's a monkey.
resist a game in which the main form of transportation is riding sheep.
Enjoy the bizarre charm of Rainy Woods when The Good Life launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Hi, I'm Sean Murray.
First of all, okay, hi Sean. We have an emote, okay, of Sean Murray, Sweaty Sean. It used to be an emote that would be about him being a hack fraud, but now I kind of appreciate his game more. Like, they spent time making the game good and all that. So now it's a loving emote. For me, at least. I don't view it with contempt.
The Good Life launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
But, take a look at the way he introduces himself. Like, yeah, it's me, I guess.
Hi, I'm Sean.
Whatever. It's me. I guess people want to see my face now. Meanwhile, this dude's face was like game poison for like 2 years.
Murray.
And I'm Stephen Burgess.
And we're here at Hello Games in the UK. We'd like to show you a little of a game we're working on called The Last Campfire.
I'm the designer on The Last Campfire. It's a game about Ember.
That said, the game looks kind of cool, and I like Sean Murray, and I know he's got social anxiety. I saw the documentary about him and Hello Games, and I know he's doing his best, and he just totally botched all of the PR he had to do for No Man's Sky. But it was just surprising to see his face while we were watching a Nintendo Direct. Well, an Indie World Direct. Also, I do think this Indie World would have gone over better if there was a legit, proper, full Nintendo Direct sometime before it. That way people would have been like, oh, this is a nice bonus. But as it is, people got salty it wasn't a full Direct. It's like announcing the mobile game of the series that hasn't been around in 5 or 6 years before the actual game. You got to announce the game first, and then do the mobile game after that. Also, the Nintendo eShop needs a way to sort better. There needs to be better sorting parameters. It looks like a nice little game. Little puzzle, weird, emotional game. I'm not really into games like this as much as some people are. Like, Journey and stuff like that. That said, the visual style is fantastic. Vinny, apparently there will be a Steam demo of Trials of Mana on Wednesday. Vinny, that's your fault for expecting too much. What, from Nintendo? Or from this? Both? Oh, okay.
Hello Games, known for the vast
Vinny, you liked Abzu.
exploration
I
of
did.
No Man's Sky, delivers an altogether more intimate adventure with this new game.
No, Nintendo needs better sorting tools. Definitely.
When the last campfire
Enjoy this
I don't think I'm expecting too much when I say that there needs to be a slightly more easy way to search through categories.
at your own risk.
Because the reward is that Belgian developer Abercamp's card game truly comes to life.
And really puts your strategic skills to the test. As you craft not only your decks,
It looks fine.
but the battlefield itself.
You know, I've learned that card games aren't my thing. But then Slay the Spire
for example, or play draft mode,
completely caught me off guard, as I've said. That's the only card game I've ever become, like, really obsessed with. So maybe...
with 4 free cosmetic packs available to download for free for a limited time when the game launches later this spring.
As long as you don't have to actually buy decks and with real-world money. Also, the person said, no, the mobile game comparison, it's like Metroid Federation Force. Yeah, I mean, with Metroid Federation Force, it's just that Samus was gone for so long, and then Federation Force ended up being pretty decent, which is weird because that came out the same day as No Man's Sky, and I did a dual stream of them. But no, I think it's like Diablo Immortal, shit like that, yet when Todd, for better or worse, announced that Fallout mobile game right after the announcement of a different Fallout game, I feel like it was received better. And people were like, oh, that's cool, I'll play that. That seemed like a cool time killer until the game comes out, you know? But yeah, one should not expect too much from mobile offerings, for sure. So while they're doing the sizzle reel, again, Silk Song would have been nice to see. And I know people wanted to see it, I wanted to see it. Instead, I guess the mediocre Blair Witch game is coming to Switch. And, Rats! Which looks visually surprisingly decent for Switch. Crusty frame rates, though. This one I can get into, I think. Again, I did like Abzu, so maybe I gotta be a little bit more, careful with my words. I don't mind games that look like that. I just need to find the right one. This game, I'm very excited to play when it comes to Steam. I played, an earlier version of it. And, I'm gonna check out that game. And then there's a bird game. Oh, Dicey Dungeons is coming to Switch. I missed this earlier. I must have looked away for like 20 seconds while I was washing my hands for the 3rd time. Dicey Dungeons is legit. Moving Out, I saw at PAX. This looked really good. If you're into, like, Overcooked.
Well, everybody, it was a pleasure.
And it still is, because we have one more thing to share.
Fire it up.
Vinny, there's a fired up, Dreep. There's a rumor about Nintendo Direct next week. Alright.
A paradox created. Yet the dungeon remains. The dungeon!
So I'll be playing this tonight. Zet Gunju. Vinny, it was the same rumor that predicted the Indie Direct. Oh, okay, well that's cool. I hope we need a Nintendo Direct. We need some happiness in this world right now. But yeah, this game looks cool. I'm gonna be streaming it in just a moment. Of course, let me check the download status of Trials of Mana.
Whether you dared to enter the dungeon or not, be prepared to exit.
This game picks up right where the last one.
Oh, it's not going to be done for tonight, chat.
And developer Dodgeroll has somehow managed to make the Arsenal Pact extravaganza we know as the Gungeon even more intense.
Enter the Gungeon!
Hundreds of weapons and items, shifting rooms, and plenty of battle-hardened gun dead.
So, it was an all-in-all kind of mediocre for me, at least. There's a couple games in there that I liked. There's a couple games that looked very samey to other games, but, you know, there's a couple things that could be good. So it was alright. I'm sure some people liked it more than I did, and I'm sure some people fucking hated it because there were no Smash reveals and no Silk Song. But for a lot of stuff that, you know, we haven't seen before, and Baldo, you know, and this first game, whatever this game was, there's a couple things that could be interesting. So I hope, you know, the Switch is a good indie platform, and I might pick up one or two of these. Eldest Souls looks cool, but has a very... I didn't get a chance to talk about this one, but... I wonder if that is a Souls-like. Did I say Imbi World? Alright. So there you go. Not much to say. I know people seem to watch my reactions and highlights when it comes to reacting to E3 and Directs and things like that. I think I'm kind of boring, but in this case, I didn't have much to say, really. Couple things. That's about it. Couple things. That's what I'd call this. Nintendo Switch Indie World Showcase 3/17/2020, in parentheses, couple things.